My name is Martin Stein. I am the founder and managing director at Blackford Capital. We have been in existence for 15 years now, and we focus on lower middle market industrial transactions with revenues from $20 to $200 million and EBITDA from 2 to 20. We are exclusively focused on family and founder-owned companies.
And which awards have you won today?
We were so fortunate to win 2 awards today. We won the Independent Sponsor of the Year Award, and we won the Deal of the Year Award. So we're very, very pleased.
And what does being recognized by your peers in the independent sponsor community mean to you?
This is a tremendous accomplishment. There are more independent sponsors than ever today. The industry keeps growing and growing and growing, and so the fact that we won here in 2026 for our work in 2025 means that out of the thousands of independent sponsors out there, that Blackford Capital truly differentiated ourselves. Our winning the award of Independent Sponsor of the Year for us is a remarkable accomplishment. It represents the work of all 25 folks at Blackford Capital. This is not an award that a single individual has gotten, but it is all of us working together as a team. It's late nights, it's weekends, it's holidays, it's times when we're sick, when we don't want to work, and the team pulls together to do all of the work necessary to get the deal across the line first, and then even more importantly than that, to make sure that the company delivers a great return for our investors, and we've done that consistently time after time after time. The Deal of the Year Award for us is very significant. We had a transaction that we pulled together, Habco. It is an electrical contractor, and we combined that with a HVAC and electrical contracting business, Morrow. Morrow was a publicly traded business, so it was a very complicated transaction where we brought both of the companies together at the same time. And the company has been on a rocket ship over the course of the last year, and we're excited to be a partner with them.
What do these awards say about the role your firm is playing in today's independent sponsor ecosystem?
What these awards say about the role that our firm is playing in the independent sponsor ecosystem is 3 things. First, we were an innovator. We started the firm in 2010, and we've completed a total of 55 transactions, 20 platforms, and 35 add-ons. And we're one of the earliest groups out there. Not the very first, but one of the earliest ones out there. And we've been committed to this model over time. We have been very excited about the consistency, the reliability, the resilience, and the dependency. So I think that's the first thing that these awards say. Second, I think that these awards are evidence of the great partnership and alignment that we can create with the sellers of the businesses. These are organizations that have been around for 20, 40, 60, 80. We've even had a 5th generation business that we were able to acquire. So when sellers and families and founders are making their decisions around who they want to partner with, they are not only making the decisions for themselves, they're making the decisions for all of their employees, for all of their customers, for their vendors, and the legacy that they have inherited. And so it's extremely important to them to make sure that they partner with someone that is going to continue that legacy and make sure that the business is successful. And so second is a strong validation for the work that we do to support that legacy. And then third, I think there's a lot of creativity and innovation that we do. The world today is different, it's changing. You have tariffs, you have wars, you have a lot of macroeconomic forces that make it really unique in today's environment that it was in prior environments. And what is essential about the independent sponsor deal is every transaction needs to stand on its own. And so we think we are buying better companies in better structures and doing that over time. So those are the 3 things that we think these awards represent.
And in relation to the Independent Sponsor of the Year award, being named Independent Sponsor of the Year is a huge recognition. What do you think has defined your impact over the past 12 months?
Being named the Independent Sponsor of the Year is an enormous recognition. We have completed 2 platform acquisitions and 5 add-ons last year. We were extremely pleased with the effort of work that our team put together. There's sourcing, there's deal execution, and then there's oversight of the portfolio companies. I think the thing that we are most proud of is the growth that our portfolio companies have been able to achieve in light of some very challenging circumstances. And invariably, over the course of a 5-year hold period for a business, you are going to go through ups and downs, and the critical part is to make sure that you can work with all of the stakeholders to be in a position that the business continue to be successful after that. We're guaranteed to hit bumps, and as we say all the time, it is not whether you fall, but how high you bounce. And so we're working to make sure that we come back from all of those challenges and obstacles, and think the team has done a very, very good job at doing that.
How has the independent sponsor model evolved this year, and where do you see the biggest opportunities ahead?
This year, the independent sponsor model has evolved a lot. It has a number of very significant trends that are occurring. There have not been nearly as many exits in the private equity industry over the course of the last 2 years as there were previously. As a result, there is not capital that is being returned to institutional partners, and so funds are having a longer time to raise their fund and more difficulty getting new capital out. The impact of that is that the independent sponsor model is more viable than it has ever been in the past, and you have a lot more competition out there for more independent sponsors pursuing more transactions. So we think this year has actually been a very, very unique year and very beneficial for the independent sponsor model.
And what does it mean to receive this recognition in front of the capital providers, advisors, and peers who shape the ecosystem?
We're thrilled to receive this award. There are hundreds of the leading partners and stakeholders and luminaries within the industry, and the fact that our team at Blackford Capital has worked so hard, has worked so skillfully, has employed our tools and techniques with our portfolio companies is a tremendous accomplishment. We are humbled by the other groups that were nominated for this award, and very proud that we were the ones to receive it this year.
Then, in relation to the Deal of the Year award, this deal stood out among an incredibly competitive field. What do you think made it truly exceptional?
We won the Deal of the Year for our Habco transaction. This is a business that is run by Andrew Habel. Andrew Habel is an exceptional individual, and he has grown his company over the last 30 years and went through a process to find the right partner. Because of the performance of the business, because of the charisma of Andrew, he had the opportunity to work with a large number of groups. And he chose to work with Blackford Capital, which was a tremendous statement for us and what it meant for him to find a partner. He liked the fact that we were focused on long-term value creation, that we were going to support his employees, that we were going to take care of his customers, and that we could help grow the organization. When we started, the business was approximately $50 million in revenue. We have completed another acquisition of Morrow and effectively doubled the organization. We have another LOI for a second add-on acquisition that we are performing that should triple the revenues of the organization. And that's all within the first 6 months. So we think Andrew made a great choice to work with us. We're excited about the opportunity for the business in the future, and we're excited to work with a number of the providers within the space to partner with them so that we can all get a great return from this company.
In your mind, was there a pivotal moment in the transaction where creativity or persistence made all the difference?
During the transaction, the business was on a rocket ship, and it was growing very, very quickly because Andrew had put a lot of things in place on his selling process to make sure that he was getting good traction, and he was able to achieve that. As we were moving forward, we knew what the ultimate goal was, and that was to move very fast. And so we were looking to work with a capital provider that would both do a deal at the current size, but would be able to step up and work with us to have an organization that was ultimately 5 to 10 times larger. That was not easy. We looked at a number of different firms and selected one Aquarian that we're very proud to work with, and we know that they will be able to flex with us as we look to grow the business over time.
And finally, what does it mean for this deal to be recognized on a stage like this in front of the wider independent sponsor community?
This is a huge testament
to have won the Deal of the Year award for HabeCo. Because of all of the other great nominees that were out there, what it represents for us is it is the ultimate example of the type of transaction that Blackford Capital does. A family and founder-owned company, revenues between $20 to $200 million. Andrew is second generation within the space, and we have the opportunity to take a very, very good business and make it into a very, very large and very, very successful and very, very prominent business. And so that is what we're in the process of doing. We're thrilled to be partnering with Andrew. We are thrilled to work with the other add-ons and tuck-ins that will be joining us, and excited to show what it is that Blackford can do using our operating system and the returns that we're going to be able to generate.